viewers, let us refresh from the previous video. We have studied about PN junction, forward biasing and reverse biasing. In forward biasing, we studied that the forward current flows, and in reverse biasing, the reverse current flows. Now here we will be studying about the variation of current with respect to the supplied voltage. And when we draw a graph of I versus V, it is called the characteristic of PN junction. So today's topic is characteristic of PN junction. So one by one we will be dealing with forward biasing as well as reverse biasing. In the case of forward biasing, let us take the diode over here. This is P and this is N. In the forward biasing, which is called the true connection, let us recall we connect the P with the positive of the battery. And N with negative. Here we can insert an ammeter and a voltmeter in parallel. Now what is the function of ammeter here? Ammeter measures the current and voltmeter measures the voltage across the diode. Here a variator is also there because we have to change the power supply. Now let us see what happens when we are changing the supply voltage. We remember here that there is a depletion layer and there is a potential barrier set up in the PN junction. So as we are increasing the voltage supply over here, the depletion layer becomes thinner and thinner. So as it becomes thinner, the current will increase slowly and slowly. And if the depletion layer vanishes, that means the potential barrier has vanished, then the current will flow rapidly. So let us now plot the graph. If we are plotting a graph, we take on the y-axis we take current and on the x-axis we take voltage. This is in milliampere, current is in milliampere and V in volt. Now if the voltage is 0.1, no current is there. 0.2, no current. 0.3, no current. 0.4, no current. 0.5, slight current. 0.6, slight current. 0.7, a little more. And beyond the 0.7, the current now increases rapidly. So if we join the points over here, we get this type of graph. Now this point, this particular point where the current has increased rapidly, we can see from the figure it represents the knee voltage. Because we can see it resembles a human knee. So we can say that this is called the knee voltage. And what is the knee voltage? Knee voltage is that voltage where the potential barrier has been crossed, depletion layer has vanished and the current has increased rapidly. From the plot we can see here that this is almost a straight line. That means here V is directly proportional to I. That means again that it behaves like a ohmic conductor. So this is the forward characteristic. Now we will be studying about the reverse biasing. So in the reverse biasing, we know that the N type is connected to the positive terminal and P type is connected to the negative terminal. And other things are same here. Ammeter is also here. Voltmeter is also here. Everything same. Now what happens to the current over here? We know that in reverse biasing, the current is due to minority carriers. You remember that? That is due to minority carriers. As soon as we start supplying the voltage over here, the current also start flowing. Reason that there are minority carriers which are able to cross that diffuse within the depletion layer. Now as we increase the voltage over here, what happens now here? Let us see through a graph. Here the current is in microampere, V in volts. We have drawn this in third quadrant. This is also in minus, this is also in negative. Now here, as soon as we supply the voltage, the current start flowing. And after some time what happens that this is steady. And this is called your reverse saturation current. What can be the cause of this? Why it is steady over here? See, the minority carrier number is fixed. If there are in a particular PN junction, if there are 3 minority carriers, there will be 3 only. If there are 4, there will be 4 only. And we know that the reverse current is due to the flow of the minority carriers. Even if we increase the supply, the current will be steady only. It will not increase. Now, after increasing more, a stage comes when the potential difference here is very, very high, and we know that there is a depth depletion layer also there, and it has the width of D. This is constant. So now E is equal to V upon D. If D is constant over here, more the potential difference, more the electric field. So now the electric field has become very, very strong. And we also know that F equals to QE. If E is high, there will be a force. What will this force do? Yes, it will break the covalent bonds. And when the covalent bonds are broken over there, there will be many charge carriers. It will be flooded with the charge carriers over there. And so what happens? The current increases abruptly over here. So this point is called the breakdown voltage. Breakdown voltage. There are breakdown due to 2 reasons. One is called the Zener breakdown, one is called the avalanche breakdown, which will be discussed further in the other videos. Now what about the resistance? If there is current, there will be of course resistance. In the forward characteristic, we see about the forward characteristic, IV. This was the curve. So if we are drawing the resistance, this part, this is your delta I and this is your delta V. So what will be resistance? Delta V upon delta I, and this is called dynamic resistance. In the forward biasing, this resistance varies from a few ohms to 100 kilo ohms, and in this reverse biasing, the resistance varies from 1000 to 2000 kilo ohms. Here resistance is very high, here resistance is very less. So to conclude, we can see here that in forward biasing, the current is due to majority carriers, and here in reverse biasing current is due to minority carriers. In forward biasing the current is measured in milliamperes. In reverse biasing it is measured in microamperes. Here we can see there is a knee voltage. Here we can see there is a breakdown voltage. So this is the characteristic of PN junction. Okay children, and in the next class now we will be dealing with a very interesting topic, that is rectifier. And let me tell you, this graph, it's very important for 2020-21 board examination. Okay, thank you.